Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, I worked too hard to be this broke? You followed the rules, went to school, got the job, stayed out of trouble, and still, money feels like it slips through your fingers. Meanwhile, others are building wealth online, launching businesses using tools you've barely heard of. And you're stuck wondering if you missed some secret class on how all this really works. If that frustration feels familiar, keep watching. This is for you. This video is about the truth they never taught you in school. How wealth is actually built. Not by trading time for money, not by budgeting every coffee, but by using leverage, systems, ownership, and now AI. We're going to break down how the traditional system keeps most people stuck and how you can finally flip the script using the same tools the wealthy use, tools that are now available to everyone. And no, this isn't about get-rich-quick hype. This is about clarity, control, and using tech to create something real. Because if you don't figure this out, years will pass and nothing will change. You'll keep working paycheck to paycheck, hoping for a break that never comes. That feeling of always catching up, that's not your fault. It's the result of a system designed to keep you earning just enough, but never free. And while schools taught you how to memorize facts, they never taught you how to build. That gap is costing you time, energy, and opportunity. But here's the hope. With AI, you no longer need to wait for someone to teach you. You can learn, build, and grow wealth on your own terms. Since you were a kid, the path was laid out. Go to school, get good grades, land a job, and work hard until retirement. So you followed the rules. You showed up. You did everything right. And still, your paycheck disappears fast. And freedom feels like something far away. That's not your fault. That's how the system was built. School doesn't teach you how to build wealth. It teaches you how to follow instructions, pass exams, and fit in. I know, because I went through the same system. I was never taught to think like an owner or build something of my own. It was always about earning, not multiplying. Spending, not investing. Most people end up as workers, not because they lack ambition, but because they were never shown another way. The system runs smoother when people stay busy, not free. Wealth doesn't come from clocking in. It comes from building systems that work without you. It comes from leverage, creating something once, and letting it earn again and again. Wealthy people don't think in hours, they think in assets. They build businesses, products, brands that keep working even when they're not. I learned this firsthand when I launched a small side project. It made money while I was asleep, and that moment changed everything for me. It showed me what's possible when you stop trading time for money. Wealth comes from using tools that scale. Money, people, technology, and information to create space. Wealthy people aren't asking, how do I earn more this week? They're asking, what can I build that keeps earning while I'm not looking? That shift in mindset is powerful because when I made it, I found space. Space for peace, for freedom, and for legacy. That's what I want for my family. And that's what's possible when you stop following the script and start building your own. For years, the tools of leverage were behind walls, gated by expensive advisors, corporate teams, and closed-off networks. But that's changing. Artificial intelligence is leveling the playing field, giving everyday people access to serious power. AI is leverage, plain and simple. The kind of leverage that once only belonged to the ultra-wealthy. And the best part? You don't need to be a coder or a genius to use it. If you can hold a conversation, you can use ChatGPT. If you can drag and drop, you can build with Notion or Zapier. If you've got ideas, you can turn them into products using Mid-Journey. That's the shift. AI lets you scale without a team, create without waiting for permission, automate what wastes your time and double down on what brings value. You're no longer limited to what you can do in one day. I've used it myself to streamline projects that used to take hours, and now they're done in minutes. With the right tools, your income and your impact can multiply quickly. Let's be honest, the old system trained you to be a cog in the machine. Follow the rules, stick to the job, don't rock the boat. But machines change. And here's the tough truth. If your only skill is doing what you're told, AI might replace you. The good news? If you learn how to use it, you can replace the system. You can build something of your own, something that runs on your ideas, your systems, your creativity. Nobody taught this in school because it changes everything. It challenges the structure that keeps people dependent. I wasn't shown this path either. But once I started using AI to build and automate, things shifted. I stopped waiting for permission and started focusing on what I could create for my family's future. That's what this is really about. AI puts the tools in your hands. Now the question is, what will you build? Here's the truth. No salary, no matter how high, builds real wealth on its own. Time doesn't scale, but systems do. A course that sells on autopilot. A content engine that keeps working even when you're offline. That's the shift, going from labor to leverage. AI is how you build that system, not months of planning, just the right tools used smartly. ChatGPT writes your outline, Zapier handles the delivery, Notion runs the backend. It's not about hiring a team, it's about setting up a machine. And if you feel behind, that's normal, but it's not real. Most people are still stuck in the old model, waiting for direction. You're not late, you're early, as long as you start now, and you don't need permission, no school, no certification, no gatekeepers. You can build with what you know from where you are. That's your edge. Act on it. Most people consume, they scroll, watch, wait, but the moment you create even one piece of value, you shift, you get feedback, you gain momentum, and you unlock leverage. I spent 5 years building the wrong system, burned through $60,000 before I realized it's not about trying harder. It's about building smarter with the right tools. That's the opportunity in front of you now. So use it. If you're thinking, I don't have time to start something new, you're not alone. But that's exactly why AI matters. It gives you back time. You can plan a business while your kids nap, draft a script during lunch, automate client onboarding while working a day job. What used to take 10 hours of research now takes 10 minutes of prompting. You don't need a big team today, you need right tools. AI doesn't just speed things up, it makes the impossible feel possible. And if you feel overwhelmed, that's okay. It means you're growing. You don't need to master everything at once. Start with one tool, one idea, one small system. Let it build. Tutorials are out there. Communities are forming. It's all getting easier. Momentum is what matters most. Not talent, not timing, just momentum. When I spent 5 years stuck in YouTube automation failures, what finally helped me move forward wasn't a perfect plan. It was just starting again, one simple thing at a time. That's what AI can do for you. It's not magic. It's not hype. It's a tool, a time saver, a jump start. In a world where time is the most valuable currency, that freedom is everything. So stop waiting. Start building. You don't have to settle for just surviving anymore. You can build something real. And now, you actually have the tools to do it. You have the tools, you have the power, and for the first time, you don't need to wait for permission. So start, build the system, use the leverage, take back your time, take back your choices. This is your shot to create financial freedom on your own terms, not someday, but now. What's one thing you wish school had taught you about money? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about what really matters. Because this isn't just about making money online, it's about becoming who you were meant to be. The question is, what are you building? And who do you refuse to be anymore?